seruan wawasan negara unggul di mata dunia. Langkah seiring mengejar cita di hari muka kan terus maju bersama menuju cahaya ketulusan jiwa, semangat berusaha unggul di mata dunia. Ke puncak menara dituju, keunggulan cita yang luhur, melangkah kita bersama, bersatu, bersinar bermata negara, dikagumi serata dunia, selamanya akan gemilang di persada dunia multimedia. Langkah seiring mengejar cita di hari muka kan terus maju bersama menuju cahaya ketulusan jiwa, semangat berusaha unggul di mata dunia. Ke puncak menara dituju, keunggulan cita yang luhur, melangkah kita bersama, bersatu, bersinar permata negara, dikagumi serata dunia, selamanya dan gemilang di persada dunia multimedia. Terunggu di mata dunia.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Alright, a very good afternoon to everyone who is actually watching our streaming video right now. So, apa khabar, Assalamualaikum, and Tajahau. So, my name is Min, and I'm the moderator of this 5th episode of Alumni Vibe session. Alright, so I know some of you actually are working from home or even having online classes or even enjoying your sem break at home right now. So, stay safe and stay healthily. So, today, we actually got two speakers from our MMU alumni who are also our MMU contributors. So, introduce to you, we have our Mr. No Helmi and also Mr. Carrier. Come on, say hi, Mr. Carrier and Mr. Helmi.
Hi.
Hi everyone.
Min,
Hi, Min, thank you.
Hi, how are you? Are you fine today?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, you can see, you are wearing a very smart suit, ready to keep sharing session to our viewers everywhere. So, all right, this Balance Lifestyle session is also streamed on our Multimedia University Facebook page as well as our YouTube channel. So please don't forget to share, comment, and like our streaming video and comment as many as possible the questions you would like to ask our VIP today at the end of the session. All right, so Mr. Helmi, our first speaker, is actually the founder of IX Telecom. So Whereas for Mr. Carrier, he is the founder of the Nesagate Sundaram Berhad. All right, so tell me, what is the passion or like what makes you become an entrepreneur, Mr. Helmi?
Uh, Thank you, Min. It's actually my childhood ambition to be an entrepreneur. I mean, why become an engineer, then I become entrepreneur? Yeah, I mean, because back then it was a culture, I think, in Malay family, especially when your parents are baby boomers, right? I mean, they always wanted their kids to be professional, such as doctor, engineers, lawyers, accountant. Yeah. And at the time also, our government was promoting science and technology, where when I was in high school, yeah, and they made you believe that if you're a good student, you should take science, and they offer a lot of science classes. So that's one of the reasons why I took science stream. And then after I left school, I got offered to take engineering course. And after the SPM, I read that Malaysia wanted to develop their own Silicon Valley and also multimedia super corridor in Cyberjaya. So I got excited and saw potential in telecommunication. Hence, I chose telecommunication engineering and received a scholarship from government to further my study in the States, in the US. But due to the economic downturn in 1998, they decided to send us to MMU. So what a coincidence, yeah. We become the first population in Cyberjaya back in 1999 after 1 year foundation in Malacca. And after graduating, I decided to give myself a few years to gain hands-on experience before I started to work on achieving my ambition as entrepreneur. So it's my childhood ambition, and I believe that being entrepreneur, that you can change people's life.
Whoa, yeah, actually kind of amazing that you childhood dream and then you slowly achieve your childhood dream today. Because I know like some of us when we were young, we were like dream of becoming lawyer, becoming doctor, but at the end we didn't really achieve our goal. So how about you, Mr. Carrier? Because I know actually both of you are actually from the first batch graduate of MMU, right? So what makes you want to become an entrepreneur itself?
Okay, my story was totally opposite than Ilmi.
Oh,
Actually, when I applied to enter MMU, I applied for FOM management.
oh,
And
then you
I
switched.
was getting scolded by my parents. They were saying that I should apply engineering, right? So the reason was if I took engineering, I can become anyone. I can do anything, right? So I decided to change my course from management to engineering during the pre-U, right? But I
Oh,
never looked back since.
so it's right after the foundation, then you changed right to the Faculty of Engineering.
No. Even before the foundation, I got a
Oh,
paper, for a foundation in management.
oh.
But then luckily my results for physics and maths were quite good, right? So I managed to change and into an engineering course.
So I could say like having a science stream student, I actually have a benefit of switching to another course like quite easily and faster, right? All right,
Yeah,
so
you can say that. Yeah.
all right. Okay. Actually, what is your experience of starting up a company, like
Okay.
from nothing and then like to nowadays?
Okay. I graduated. Actually, I completed my degree in 2002, and I joined Telecom Malaysia shortly after. I spent about 4 years working as a network engineer there before I joined Shell, and I spent few months in Shell before I was pinched as the network consultant for HP, right? So in HP during from 2006 until 2010, was dealing with doing tech consulting. I'm advising major customers like Maxi, Sercom, Malaysia Airlines on how to expand to grow their network, right? And I think only in 2010 the idea of starting up a company came into my mind, right? I can see that there was a gap in Malaysia. There was a gap in terms of companies that can provide a very good services, a very good consulting service to customers. There are many companies that sell boxes, sell products, but there are very little who can provide a good high quality service. And I think that was how I had that aha moment, right? I can see the gap, and I decided to leave HP and started on my own.
Whoa, okay, quite inspiring to know like you totally want to think out of the box. Because, yeah. Then how about Mr. Haumi? Like, what does IX Telecom actually sell on the services? Mr. Haumi, I think you are muted.
Oh, sorry. Okay, in IX, we actually a global virtual network operator. So it's a new type of service provider where we do not have we do not have any infrastructure, and so we are leveraging on the platform that we have. But the good thing is that we have a service coverage in more than 200 countries and territories, where we offer the services for the wholesale telecom industry, right? So most of our customers are telco itself, and also big organization and businesses. So the reason why we started IX, because we saw the potential and demand in global telecommunication infrastructure. Not only limited in Malaysia, but worldwide. So that's one of the reasons why we are into this space, right? And then people want it cheap, right? So that's why we are offering a very affordable services to our clients. So like a low cost telco basically.
Whoa, very ambitious of your dream itself. Okay, so since like the company, you both of you founded like actually quite successful at this moment. But then I think since like the last November of 2019 onwards, we have heard of a normal which is called COVID-19 pandemic. So I think like this pandemic not only becomes a new normal for everyone, and also it also affected most of our life, whether it's from healthcare, education, or even businesses. From the sector of business, right? I just want to curious to know that this pandemic already caused a lot of people losing jobs or even struggle to hold on to their job. So, Mr. Hambi, I want to ask you, what's the job scope challenges and also changes that the pandemic has brought to your company as you are the founder itself?
To be frank, in IX, we don't feel much different in our working environment. And we don't face a big challenge in managing our operation, during this pandemic. The reason is that because we already imposed the flexible working arrangement in our organization, to promote the work-life balance, many years back. So most of our applications and documentation are all in the cloud, and our team members can also work from anywhere as long as they have an internet connection, right? So the only challenge that we face during the pandemic is to maintain the culture that we have in the company. Especially to keep up the close bonding between our team members. Yeah, and before the pandemic, we
understand. Cannot meet each other, right? So like cannot really.
Before the pandemic, we could do a lot of activities together. Makan-makan, right? In Malaysia, we always do makan-makan.
Yeah, makan-makan, then lepak also.
Right. We can do sports, hiking, company trips, and many more. But due to the pandemic, we can only do it virtually. So, but we still create the virtual makan-makan, right? We provide the Grab vouchers to our people, and then we do buka puasa together. We're still doing that, but it's still tough to have a similar bonding like what we have before. So that's one of the challenge, how to maintain the culture that we have previously. But we are trying our best to improve that.
Yeah, definitely understand on the situation of COVID that we cannot really meet each other also. But it's actually great to know you as a founder, right? You still like manage to bond your team members like by virtual makan-makan, also like Hari Raya Buka Puasa, right? So how about you, Mr. Career? Like,
Okay, for us, we face quite a number of challenges. We are not as blessed as Helmi or IX Telecom, right? So, even though Nexagate,
Don't
we
say like that.
even though we provide cybersecurity, but apart from managing or monitoring our customers' assets from remotely, I would say that before the MCO, before the pandemic, 70% of our effort was still required to be on site. Right? We still need to go to our customers' premises, meet up with them. Because when we handled cybersecurity, one of the biggest concern was us managing their data. So there are some customers that require only face-to-face consultation. So during the first few weeks of when the MCO was announced, I think we had the leadership meeting. Yeah, we we strategized. We outlined that there were two major steps that we need to take. The first one was we need to fully virtualize our operations. This is what we need to do internally. Yeah? So we look at there are some of the operations that we need to conduct over secure connection, over Gmeet, and there are some of the customers' data that we need to tackle separately. But the concern, I think the aim is we need to make sure we can offer our services fully virtual. And I think we have achieved that within the first 2 weeks. Right? I think the first 2 weeks, from 70% of our effort, old school effort that require on-site and physical meeting, we managed to transform our approach. And now the second step was to tell the world that we are among the few cybersecurity company that can offer a fully virtual experience. Right? So we increase our branding across multiple platforms. We let our customers know that now their data can be safely protected over virtual experience. That's what we managed to transform in a short time.
whoa, okay, okay. So like, although the Densicate company actually didn't get that well at the beginning of the pandemic or even the lockdown, but then like how you can manage to transform and then change the whole working environment or even the habits in a short time. So it's actually quite an amazing thing to see what an entrepreneur can do
Yeah.
when we have the management power, right?
Just to add, I mean, when the crisis hit early last year, it did not hit some of us. It hit every one of us, meaning
It hit everyone.
all the sectors were impacted. So the most, I think, the biggest concern was the uncertainty. Yeah? There's no one who know what's going to happen beyond the MCO, right?
So were you guys actually quite shook when you guys heard about MCO?
Not really, because I think just prior to few days or few weeks before, we could anticipate, because we could see the trends in other countries. Because there are other countries who saw their cases rising, they already went for lockdown. So we know that Malaysia, if it hits more than, let's say, 80 or 100 cases, surely the PM would announce. So we already 1 week before even Exagate, we already implement a work from home model.
Oh, so kind of prepare earlier lah, right?
Earlier lah, but not as early as IX.
Yeah, but I mean the uncertainty is still there. Yeah, because of the uncertainty, we're also not sure what to do. I mean, we can work, right? I mean, we can work, but how are we going to secure our revenue, right? How are we going to secure the sales? Yeah, but that is a different challenge. Yeah, because I mean, there's no point if we can go to work, we can work from remote, but you cannot bring in sales, right? There's nothing much we can do also. So I mean, we are still facing that kind of challenges until today. I mean, the number of revenue are dropping, right? For for last year and also this year. But I mean, we're still able to work from remote.
I think maybe Mr. Helmi, right, got a long vision, like at the beginning of the company itself, like, okay, we need to be familiar with this kind of working style. So that's why, like, when pandemic even hit, right, okay, we are actually nothing much affected, right?
No, because we want to save costs. Actually, since the beginning, we started to save costs. So less
Yeah,
office space, right? People can work from anywhere, right? And
yes.
I mean, we have nothing to do with the COVID-19, But I mean, our operation can survive like during the pandemic.
Okay, yeah, actually great to know. All right, I think maybe we will have a short break. So we will presenting to you our apa khabar Permata Dunia video. All right, we will see you later. Please stay with us.
Hey there, my name is Wei Ting. I'm the co-founder and CEO of QuadB. I graduated from Multimedia University Malacca campus in 2013 from Marketing Management. A very quick introduction on what QuadB is. We are a student community app where students find like-minded peers and communities they belong to. As a university student, when we first enter the campus, we have zero connections. There is no friends that we know, and of course no gang for us to join in. But as a student, we yearn to find a place that we can actually feel belong at, a safe space for us to voice out, and of course, without any adult intervention. And hence, that's the reason why QuadB is created. Our aim is to connect students everywhere. So with the QuadB community, students get to actually seek support from their friends, and also they get to reach out to anyone they need instantaneously from the app itself. Speaking of university life, I definitely miss the 4 years I had in MMU. Honestly and genuinely speaking, those 4 years were actually the best 4 years in my life thus far. The friends that I have met and the lecturers that I got really close with until today. But of course, there are a list of things that are, like list of my favorites. That would of course include the never-ending assignments, deadlines that I had to meet, presentations and finals. But such is life. And those are actually the things that had built up my confidence, my multitasking skills and also resiliency. And truth to be said, building QuadB isn't an easy journey, but it is a good and rewarding one, especially working with students these days. I have personally worked with students from all over Malaysia and also even from Australia, and of course with MMU students. By working with them, you will actually notice how talented and eager they are in learning new things. It is just a very different perspective and very different generation these days. Oh, and also by the way, if you are a university student watching this video right now, search us on Apple App Store or Google Play Store, search for QuadB and join us to hang out together on the app. And thank you Dr. Zakia and also MMU for having me for this video. Forever a Permata Dunia. Thank you and see you.
It's really nice to be back here speaking to all of you. I graduated from MMU Malacca in Bachelor of Accounting. I joined MMU when it was relatively new. It was the few years after or a year after they broke into 2 campuses. Cyberjaya was new. I'm originally from KL, and it was an effort for me at that time not to go to Cyberjaya. I chose to stay back in Malacca, where most of my friends went to Cyberjaya, just because after being at home for so long, I thought, hey, why not, right? Malacca is still far away from home. Unfortunately for some of us from the 97, 98 SPM, we were left behind. We're not able to go overseas at that point in time because of the financial crisis. Quite a bit since when I graduated from MMU. Whether I can't really say that I'm successful. I'm still dreaming about achieving so much more. But when people meet me, it's very rarely that people thought that I would be a local graduate, right? And to be honest, there are many myths about local graduates can't be successful. Let me tell you that I've been in a day school in Subang. I was in, I did my bachelor's in MMU, and I just had 1 year stint in the UK doing my master's. And a lot of who I am today was the foundation that was built in MMU. And I'm very proud, I have to say, not because I'm with the alumni here, any time that I have an opportunity to give a talk like this, to the younger audience, millennials as Chua say, and much earlier than that, much younger than you, I would say that you need to be proud to be a local graduate, right? And you need to be able to carry yourself well, and you have nothing to be ashamed for. It's not the institution that you graduate from that matters. Of course, that plays a part in your CV, but it's the experiences and the foundation that you build, you choose to invent yourself that matters. I'm currently working in Maybank. It's a mouthful job title, but in essence, I'm actually doing client coverage, which actually is relationship management for the corporates. I manage the government of Malaysia, have a lot of dealings with MOF and some of our top GLCs, like to name a few, like Petronas or EPF and whatnot, right? Why am I saying this? Not because I'm showing off to you, but look, if I can make it, any one of you can. And it is I am one of the senior leadership in the global banking team, and I have been working with Maybank for 10 years, and I've gotten growth and exposure from an institution like Maybank. So if you have an opportunity, I know Alliance Bank, I've met Joel before. I mean, a lot of our local banks are very good. If you have the opportunity, join us, build that network. You know me today, reach out to me. I'm on LinkedIn. Be more than happy. I've got, in fact, a graduate from MMU from financial engineering working with me. His name is Kara Fahmi, and it's one of the talents that we have in Maybank. So, you have a lot to be proud for as an MMU graduate.
All right, welcome back everyone. Thank you for still staying with us and watching the live streaming video right now. Oh, okay, before we further our discussion, right, I can see that actually a picture of, I think, is it MMU? Wait, Mr. Ami and Mr. Carrier, can you actually identify what is the picture of this?
I don't know, last time we call it the stat building. I'm not sure what you call it now.
So much MMU 1.0 lah.
Oh, so it's actually a picture of it's like MMU when it's first built in the Cyberjaya campus.
Yeah, and that's the main entrance. Yeah, I think the picture is from the guard house. Because now we have two entrances in MMU. I'm not sure.
Yeah, correct.
Is the main entrance right now, but yeah, I think the photo they took it from the guard house. It's very nostalgic picture.
And then just now I heard from the lady from the previous video, right? She refused to move to Cyberjaya. So I think I just want to share that I think during our we were among those who did a demo behind in Malacca campus because we did not want to move to Cyberjaya. Right? Cyberjaya, you can see that there wasn't anything there.
Yeah, correct. It's so empty compared to now.
Empty, there wasn't any facilities. If we want to go for a decent meal, we need to go out, I think to Dengkil, Kembangan, something very very far. Right? Even a few days before my before I moved to Cyberjaya, few days before I did a trip to MMU Cyberjaya, and I had a lunch with my friends in Sri Kembangan, and then I had an incident. Kereta masuk longkang macam tu. So I blame MMU before.
But now the campus actually looks very very different and very I could say very beautiful.
Yeah.
And then
They're very different now. Now you guys
Very
have
different.
a mini stadium. You have this
Yeah.
swimming pool, right?
Yeah, stadium, swimming
Yeah.
pool. That a few. Wait, actually, what is the first few faculties when you guys were there?
I think for the faculty building is only FOE and FOM, I think. Yeah.
FOE, FOM, IT and IT, FIT
FIT, they
and
started with
FCM.
FOE, right, before they have their new faculty. FIT now they change it to FCI.
FCI, yeah, correct.
Last time was FIT, and they share the building with FOE, Faculty of Engineering.
Oh,
Uh,
so FOE is considered one of the pengetua building over there, right? The oldest building.
and then FOM and FCM are together.
Oh.
I always lepak with those people from FOM because I think
Oh,
they
why?
were more happening than the FOE.
More chill, is it?
So during that time I only lepak with my FOE friends during I think 2 weeks before exams,
Oh, actually, kind of similar with my case because me myself as a FOE student, right? I have a lot of my best friends from FOM as well. I don't know, it's just something FOM and FOE thing, I think. Okay, I think we already mentioned some of the challenges of the pandemic, right? So maybe we'll now talk about remote working. And because the remote working is also known as working from home. So I believe most of us are aware of the complications of the remote working and also the remote complications that I think I still remember I saw a few funny TikTok video or video clips, I think. Like the cat, right? They are working from home and then the cat was how to say kacauing them from typing and then doing your work. So it's kind of funny. And I want to ask, right, maybe Mr. Helmi, is there any ways to actually stop or prevent us from being disturbed by the unpredictable happenings in our home environment?
Yeah, I mean, working at home is a little bit different for certain people. Yeah, because I mean, in the office, nobody will disturb you, right? Unless your colleague want to disturb you, but you won't have any domestic problem in the office, right?
That's correct.
If in the house, let's say if your kids around, then maybe they will make noise, and then if you have pet, then the pet also will kacau you, right?
Yeah, then the lorries pass by, honk, something like that.
I believe we need to be very disciplined. Like if we want to work at home, right? We need to let our family know that we are working, right? And from this hour to this hour, so cannot be disturbed, right? So maybe our family members need to understand that. Yeah, I think after already more than 1 year, and when people are working from home, I believe we are very much prepared compared to before. Right?
Yeah, correct. Because it's already 1 year plus, right? We already kind of get used to it.
I mean, it's not easy for certain people. Yeah, actually, because you need, you need a proper table, right? And a proper chair, right? Because if you're going to sit there for 6 to 8 hours, because I think working from home is much more busier compared when you work in the office. Yeah, because of the meeting, right? You can have a back-to-back meeting, because if you are in the office, maybe if you go to the customer place, maybe you will spend some time on the road, right? Maybe some time on the public transport, but at home, I mean, most likely, you won't be going out, right?
Yes,
so you need
correct.
to balance and manage your time carefully. Maybe not to arrange a back-to-back meeting, right? Maybe you need to give your
our employee a break
time,
also, right? Yeah.
For a break, right, in between the meeting. Yeah,
So
you must be able to manage that.
Right. How about Mr. Carrier? Like any of your employee or your team actually complain to you they have a not so conducive environment for working?
I don't think they complain directly to me.
But behind, right? Talking
Yeah, but
behind.
Helmi was right lah, because I think before the pandemic, normally we only had like 2 meetings, right? One meeting during the morning and then one meeting after lunch, right? That's it. But now most of us we are having meeting almost like even 7 to 8 meetings per day, right?
Whoa.
So I think I think the challenge is now how can we make a work-life balance. Right? I think from the perspective of company, just now I think
Yeah.
we are sharing in terms of the perspective of us, the employee, the team members, right? But we look at at other businesses, our customers, right? We can see the after impact of the first MCO. We could see that all hell broke loose, right? The first few weeks, all companies were scrambling to activate their business continuity plan. They tried to bring up a secure connection, right? And then make sure that they have a proper protection on their server systems, and even some of customers we would need to educate them on how to conduct a proper con call, right? How to use Google Meet, how to use meeting over Zoom, right? So nowadays, when you mention con call, I think everyone knows about it. But 1 year back, I think there are still many of customers that haven't really embraced the remote working culture. Right?
Yeah, I think besides the employees, right? I mean, the employee also have to play their role. I mean, to ensure that everyone can work better at home.
Yeah, can catch up with like the now trend also, right? Like remote
Right. Yeah,
working
because
and
like
so on.
for those company who are not prepared, right, they will face a lot of challenges in the beginning. Yeah, and then even I believe that there are companies out there even until today still cannot perform this remote
The remote working
working,
culture.
yeah, at optimum level. Yeah, because we must ensure that the company have a policy or at least a culture of working from home. Even for us, even though we do not have a proper policy, but we have this working culture. I mean, the culture of working from home, we have that. Yeah, and then we need to make sure also your team members are highly disciplined, right, and understand their responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if your team members are not disciplined enough, yeah, they always go moonlighting, right? So it would be very hard. I mean, the team target, even the KPI, right? Or some company using OKR, objective key result, or at least the result that they have to achieve must be clearly defined, so that your team will understand what they want to achieve, right? Because you need to be very flexible in managing the team when you are working from remote. So
I see.
the organization,
So like
they need to prepare. I mean, the infrastructure, the devices, right, the accessible application, and it's very hard if they cannot access the application when they are working from remote. So yeah, I mean, the company itself must ensure that you have the infrastructure ready. I mean, for the people to work from remote.
So I could say like this COVID pandemic actually served as an opportunity also to those who managed to cope with the challenges and then like quickly adapt themselves to the new environment, right?
Correct.
Because for those who didn't, like they may have struggled a lot of like maybe like just now Mr. Hami said some of them still cannot adapt themselves to the remote working culture. Yeah, but then actually I want to ask, right, why the number of meetings actually increased when we are working from home? Like, is it because like the communication is not that effective or what?
Okay. Khairil, you want to answer that?
I don't have specific answers for that. Okay, but I think I would say that before this, normally we would do like a con call, like a phone call, if we have a problem. But nowadays, instead of we make a call to some of the team members, it was easier to just set up a a brief phone call over Gmeet, right? So that all the stakeholders can be present. So might be we have migrated from phone calls, emails to a purely a quick discussion over Gmeet. Yeah. So to me, even though it increased the number of discussion over meaning like 7 to 8 meetings per day, but I would say it becomes more effective. Yeah? Because before this, you the response was, I think, not as fast as now, right? But with the awareness of this remote working, right, virtual communication, right, it speeds communication up.
Yeah. I think it become I mean the number of meetings becomes more compared to
last
when
time.
you work at a physical office. I think one of the reason because right now during MCO we cannot go out, right? We cannot go out.
But we want to meet our
Yeah,
employees.
we have more time in front of PC, right? In front of laptop, right? Because we have more time. So yeah, I mean you won't be able to do anything else, right? I mean you won't be able to now you cannot cycle outside, right? You cannot even go outside to do activities, right?
Yeah,
And
cannot really go
in
out
the
at
morning
all.
you can go for run, yeah.
Yeah.
So you have more time that you can use. I mean to work, and then if you're working from the office I mean your colleague is around you, right? If you want to have a short discussion, so you can just ask them to group and you discuss. But when you work from home, for any discussion you have to do it via conference call or via video call. So that's why we think that we have a lot of meeting, but actually because and in the office is different, right? Because
in office you can just go directly to the
right.
person and talk, right?
So you don't maybe you don't treat that as a meeting. So it's just a discussion. But like when you work from home, you work at home alone. Yeah. So every time you want to do a call, then I think we will treat as meeting. So that's why you have a lot of meetings.
No wonder, I see.
Actually, maybe it's not. Just a perception.
Yeah, it's just maybe short meeting, but then like maybe to just update, right? Like not really a formal meeting. Right, so I think just now Mr. Helmi said like some of the business can't really adapt to the new environment. Like for example, I think especially the most impact one is the tourism sector, right? And also those maybe the air flight company. So then like I think due to this pandemic, some of the business closing down, and then there are more people losing job. So there are actually many individuals out there, especially the low wage earners or even the B40 group, are actually struggling to hold on to their job or even make money during this hard time. But what is the possible ways for them to survive better through this pandemic until our situation becomes better? Maybe Mr. Helmi, could you like to share with us?
Yeah, and the pandemic is tough for almost everyone. Yeah, I mean our company is struggling too, and because we are in the wholesale telecom industry and B2B, a lot of industries are in trouble, and it's affecting us. So, but my advice, I mean, we need to keep ourselves motivated and do not give up. Yeah, I mean, be positive. Yeah, if let's say you can't hold on to your job.
Cannot give up, right? You need to keep the spirit up.
Keep yourself motivated. Yeah, I mean, reach someone who can give you support, right? I mean, do not give up. Yeah, and then you can try to do things that you are good at, because sometimes you won't know that you are good at that before you try it, right? I got a few friends who were pilots, yeah, but now they have to open the food stall to sell food, and it actually works, yeah.
During this pandemic.
Correct, yeah. Because the airline industry, I mean, they're affected very badly, right? Yeah. So maybe we won't get the same remuneration like what we get before, yeah, but at least we can survive. I mean, during this pandemic. Yeah, I mean, the thing, don't give up. Yeah, I mean, always stay positive, stay motivated, and do whatever you can. Yeah, as long as it's legal, right, and you can survive in this pandemic. Yeah, I mean, touch wood, it will end soon, inshallah.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Mr. Almi, because I also see there are a few those five-star hotel chef. They end up, doing business. I think like cooking from home, and then the food all look very nice. Because I think my sister has ordered from them before, and it looks very very nice. And it end up the business is like good also lah. Managed to
Yeah,
survive through this
yeah.
pandemic as well.
And sometimes, who knows, maybe they can earn
They
more
can
than.
earn more, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sometimes, yeah, we need to try lah. Yeah.
yeah, correct. Oh, wait,
I
what?
think I just want to add, I mean, okay.
Yes.
So I think most of those sectors affected, I would say that brick and mortar businesses, right? And today, I think this is the what they call it, the digital age. There are companies are looking for people who has the digital based knowledge and experience. Yeah. So the such of software developers, the CX managers, even AI engineers, data scientists, cybersecurity analysts, yeah, they are skills. These are the skills that are super hot in the market. And the good thing is, you only need a laptop, and with the internet connection, you can practically can learn and acquire those skills for free, and maybe in a matter of
Oh,
months. What you really need is to be determined and have a strong passion. So this is what Nizagit has been doing. We have been investing in talent development, and we invest in people that who are not just matching in terms of skills, but who has the passion and they have the great attitude. Yeah, we don't look at their degree or diploma or their years of experience. So being in this digital age with unlimited resources on the internet, I would say that the playing field is now even. Right? The question is how hungry you are.
oh, oh. So the hungry is like hungry for knowledge and also those skills you can upskill yourself, right?
Yes, exactly.
All right. So thank you, both Mr. Helmi and Mr. Khair for your insightful sharing. That's actually give me another side from the perspective of a CEO of top management. It's very insightful and also informative for us. So, all right, I think before we further our more exciting discussion, but maybe we have a short break and we have a special segment prepared for you. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned and we will be back soon. All right, welcome back again. So I think it comes to our last session. which is also the Q&A section. At the start, we see there's actually a video featuring our Faculty of Engineering Malaysia. So for those who are interested to join the Faculty of Engineering, feel free to join us as the new intake, the July intake is already open now. Yeah, all right. So since it's already Q&A session, maybe I want to pick some of the questions that was asked from our viewers itself. Okay, let me find. All right, so there's one question. The first one, do you think these job changes and challenges would be a long-term post-pandemic, or would we go back to the pre-pandemic basis when the pandemic is over? Maybe Mr. Haria can talk about this.
I would say that most of the current norm, I think it will be the new norm. Before pandemic, when people mention workplace, immediately we relate to being in office, right? I think now most companies already embrace from anywhere model. When you have the flexibility to work from office, from home, even from coffee house, right? Which I normally did, right? More 70% of our meetings I did
conduct in Starbucks, Coffee Bean.
Starbucks, coffee. My favorite place is coffee at the Curve.
Oh,
so free promotion.
Free promo. You need to pay MMU.
But there are still interactions that we prefer to have face to face. A certain high value output tasks such as negotiations, brainstorming, right? Team building, fundraising, these sorts of meetings that require energy, passion. I would still prefer it to be face to face. Yeah. Yeah, and that's one thing on the workplace, work from anywhere. The second one is digital will continue to drive growth, right? So if we relate back to my answers, the early answers, right? So most companies now, they need to have like two core strategies. One is to make sure you have virtualize your operation internally, right? And the second one is digitalize your customer's experience, right? So those are the two key strategies that you need to consider moving forward.
Oh, all right. So I think due to the pandemic itself, most of the business, the operation itself, they digitalize. And also, what is the advantage of digitalizing the operation and so on? Mr. Khairil?
Okay. Let's look at how do we live life at this moment, right? So you wake up and immediately you can access your emails. So meaning you can start working within minutes from waking up, right? You can buy things, you can buy stuff, you can order food online, right? And can deliver within your footsteps, right? And you can watch anything over Netflix. Now you have like Disney Hotstar, right?
Disney.
So
actually, Mr. Khairil, do you subscribe to Disney also?
I upgraded my Astro. I think it comes together with the next.
Comes together.
I think you need to top up like RM5 per month.
Per
right?
month.
Yeah. So and then last week, I just want to share. I had a virtual picnic with my friends. We had a virtual picnic. Makan first time. And the week before, we had the tahlil kenduri online with the family. Right? Things that I would deem maybe unthinkable the year before. So the answer, how can we possibly evolve more than we are now? Right? So as a human being, I think by digital presence, I feel I'm okay if this is the peak of it. Right? I would ask nothing more. Right? But in terms of if you look at the next 3 to 5 years, but what I would prefer to have more data privacy. Right? I don't want anyone to know which sites I've been visiting, which shop. Which stuff I've been buying, unless I allow them to. And I want to protect my kids from harmful content, be it porn, violence, or abusive content. So I want to be in control of my own data. Right? So I would say that I believe from the public eye, as we become more aware of the value of our data, our digital footprint, I think we will require cybersecurity more than ever.
Oh, so I think like there's still a very, very positive growth and also expectation from the public towards cybersecurity, right? As because like we nowadays, a lot of our data, our pictures, our message are like saved in the cloud itself. So that's where the cybersecurity becomes important. How about Mr. Haumi? Like, what is the expectation from the public towards telecommunication?
I think uh, the demand for telecommunication, right, will always be there, but the expectation might be different, right, and compared to now and post-COVID, maybe after the pandemic, right?
Yes.
I foresee it will be very much influenced by all this digitalization. Due to the introduction of the new tech. Like 5G, AI, blockchain. Yeah. So soon, I think 5G will be a major factor that drive our lifestyle, right? So we may see the impact of IoT, the Internet of Things, with billions of connected devices in our day-to-day activities. Right? So everything is going to be smart, smart home, smart city, smart farm, smart utilities. And so we just need to make sure we are smart enough to handle it.
Yeah, definitely. Because it's very hard to control if like suddenly we have like too much of access and resources at the same time. Because like I think there's a lot of cases about WhatsApp. They share the wrong information, especially about COVID cases. Also, I think. So then
Yeah.
I think it's very. We need to be very careful about all this, right? In this our
Right.
life.
We have to be smart because we are not sure whether, let's say, all
Yeah.
the information that they viral it online, right? They viral it via WhatsApp or the messaging. So we are not sure whether is it true or not. Sometimes it's very dangerous. For us to live in the current world right now, right? It's very dangerous because you're not sure. Sometimes it's all a fake news, right? You're not sure. So you need to be smart, and then you need to be very choosy when you read any information that has been viral. Yeah.
Wait, so is there any advice for like the viewers to like any tip for them to be a smart user of like the digital world right now?
Yeah, it's all up to us, up to everyone, right? Because it is very hard. For me to advise, yeah, because it's our habit, right? So if the habit that we have, is to easily trust the fake news.
Yeah, easily trust, right, the message.
So it's very hard. It's very hard because it's all up to us. Yeah.
I just want to chip in. So there's a saying that machine is becoming smarter, right?
Yeah.
But humans are becoming less clever. So I agree. Most of the fake news, right? Even I think on daily basis, I often receive messages from even my parents saying that I think these slightly older people, they prefer to forward messages, right?
They tend to forward and they tend to believe.
Yeah, so I think a proper awareness need to be done now. I just informed that before we can forward anything to other people, we need to verify the sources, so those are something that an ongoing awareness that we need to do, even to our, I think especially to our own family member, right? It starts with that.
Yeah, it actually same goes to me as well because I know they're always my mom suddenly come to me like, "Hey, Min, you see, they are I think got a few cases in our neighborhood, you know." And I'll say, where is the message come from? Because I didn't see the news from like the reliable source, you know. I didn't see anywhere. Then they just like some WhatsApp voice note. They are like take note. There are 5 cases in our taman. I was like, it's kind of funny how they trust so easily for the message.
I agree. Yeah.
All right. Wait. Actually, Mr. Helmi, as actually you are the contributor, the active contributor towards MMU, right? May I ask, personally as a junior, I'm curious to know why both of you actually choose to be an active contributors even after you already graduated from MMU itself?
So I always believe that what goes around comes around. MMU was the place that provided me with education and a wonderful experience in my life. So why don't we give back after we have a proper job and after we stabilize, right? There's nothing wrong with it. Right? So we can contribute not only monetarily but also non-monetarily. Yeah, what's important is your ikhlas, right? Am I sure God will repay what we have contributed? So life is like a cycle. Right? So by doing so, we can encourage others to do the same thing, for the benefits of everyone. So I also would like to encourage all alumni and to support MMU and contribute whatever you can contribute for the benefits of MMU student, and the nation. Yeah.
I see. Very inspiring to know. And also, I think it will be inspiring as also to our MMU alumni because whatever we receive, also we need to give back, no matter to the community or to the society. But as long as we give back, I think there's always a take and a give, lah, right? A balance. Yeah.
I think I just want to give credit to Hilmi lah. I think Hilmi
Oh, why?
has been contributing more towards the MMU, and I'm just starting to. Right? I think similar with Hilmi, I also have that sentimental value towards MMU. So MMU was where I met most of my close friends now, and who are some are the leaders of Nexagate. I think 7 out of team members in Nexagate were from MMU, right? So they are the co-partners of Nexagate. So that's why I still have that soft spot for MMU, right? And looking to the future, I think we will still need to attract more leaders, more world-class innovators, and I would say that MMU is still the place to go lah, the place to find all this rare talent, right?
Yeah, same like us lah. Our management team, most of us are from MMU.
From MMU also.
Yeah,
Oh,
We
okay.
have my co-founder Amzari was my roommate in MMU.
Wow.
Right? Our COO also my roommate in MMU. And then we have our CCO, the Chief Commercial Officer, also from MMU, our Sales Director from MMU. In IX itself, I think we have about 25% alumni. In MMU alumni.
Oh.
I'm not sure whether most of you guys realize this or not, but many of the high-rising startups, right, were founded or co-founded by MMU alumni. You have like Monster, right? Even Grab, I think the Southeast Asia's most high-value unicorn, who was originally My Taxi, were co-founded by MMU alumni, right? You have other companies like even Mosho, Fixo, one of the leading VR company in Malaysia. There are so many. There are so many startups, inspiring startups, entrepreneurs, founders that came from MMU, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I could say then MMU is really, really a great place for you to not only become leaders, but also think out of the box and also keep asking yourself, even though like you see the friend you have already graduated so many years, but like you come together and then like founded a company itself. It's very, very inspiring and also motivating for like us juniors to know so that we can actually treasure our friends around us. But who knows, like maybe one day we become like boss together also, right?
Yeah, MMU are entrepreneurial university.
Entrepreneur.
Because we have so many entrepreneurs from MMU.
Yeah.
Especially in creative industry, right? As mentioned by
FCN.
all the Boy, Upin Ipin, Agent Ali. Yeah, it's all started by MMU alumni. So we need to be proud of that.
I see. So I think maybe what is your last advice for the viewers or even the MMU alumni or the people who are going to graduate from MMU soon? Maybe we start from Mr. Hami.
Sorry, I'm mute. Okay. so I mean I would like to wish all the graduates, going to graduate from MMU, all the best, and you need to prepare yourself for the future, and it's a new norm, right? I mean, take advantage of this pandemic. I mean, to we call it to upskill yourself. I mean, once you graduated, if you want to work, then you can. I mean, you're very much ready to work in the new era, right? If you want to become entrepreneur, I mean, maybe perhaps you can start now during the pandemic, right? So maybe you can become entrepreneur and help others. I mean, and you can create more job opportunities for others. So it's very good if you can if you can do that. So I wish everyone all the best. So for the alumni, please contribute to MMU whatever you can, right? In terms of monetary or non-monetarily, right? You can do that in whatever things that you think that it will contribute to MMU. Right? So thank you so much for inviting us.
No problem, Mr. Hawi.
Okay.
Mr. Khairul, your last word.
My advice would be different, right? Be different and try to stand out from the rest. Always look for if you are applying for jobs, always remember that you are competing with other hundreds of people, right? Vying for the same post. And now when the world has become borderless, you are not really just competing with the people next to you. You are probably competing with the likes of some of the people in other continents, in Europe, in Africa, in China, right? And I can give you a tip. Always look for problems to solve, real life problems, and try to create products, a prototype, or just simply a proposal. For me, when I read CV, I don't compare the results. Most of the CVs that we got, normally the candidates would strike more than a 3-pointer, right? So, but I love reading the candidates' projects, right? Some of the eye-catching candidates that I've seen, there was this one who built a simplified vaccination dashboard. She integrated with the existing vaccine websites with data from MKN and to provide a very simple view on the vaccine progress. And there was another candidate. He pitched his idea on how can Astro become better than Netflix, right? There is nothing to do with cybersecurity. And the candidate that we hired last year did an AI voting system, right? For one of the major uni, to predict the outcome based on the previous voting results. So this will help your future employer see your creative side, see your passion, right? And understand the human side of you. So when you craft your CV, you are telling your story, and you are trying to recreate the energy and passion for your next employer. So that's my advice to the future graduates.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Helmi and Mr. Khairul. As now I think look at the time, we has already come almost hour plus, and we have discussed so many topics in like today's episode. All right, so I think just want to conclude. Maybe I feel like I actually riding a roller coaster, and then like up and down for listening to the stories of Mr. Helmi, Mr. Khairul from like first you all graduated and then working and then founded company and now like come to pandemic, how you guys solve the problem and also the challenges in the pandemic from a perspective of a CEO or even the top management. And also it's very great to know that even though we are all in this hard time, it's very important for us or nobody students you're already working. It's very important for all of us to upskill ourselves and also take up the courses, the free online courses from online, because the resources are very easily available and accessible to everyone right now. So for the future market becoming so competitive, also Mr. Khairul mentioned, we did not only compete among ourselves, we also compete with others, even from other countries. So be positive even during this hard time. Maybe now you didn't really get a job yet, but just believe that you upskill yourself and the day will actually come to you when the moment is right. All right, so thank you so much. I would like to express my warmest gratitude to both Mr. Hami and Mr. Khairul for spending your time and join our Alumni Vibe episode 5 series today. Thank you
Pleasure.
so much.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah, so
Thank
is
you so
the
much, Min.
oh,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. The sharing is definitely very inspiring for juniors like me or even our viewers, our MMU alumni. So on the behalf of the Center for Alumni, I would like to also thanks all the viewers who are watching this streaming until now. I hope you guys are interested to know more about MMU because the July intake is already open now. As MMU is a very renowned private university in Malaysia, and also with so many entrepreneurs, as just now both our speakers mentioned, actually MMU did give a very great experience, not only soft skill leadership, but also the socializing circle, not to our alumni as well as me. So I believe if you join MMU, it's definitely be a very worthwhile experience for you. So I think today that's all for our session. Thank you so much again for joining. All right, stay safe and we will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Mr. Ami and Mr. Harry.